Okay, hi everyone, welcome back. And in this update, we are going to check out Cardano's price chart. And if you remember, the last time that we talked about ADA, we were right in here. And the idea was that because this seems a lot like an ABC zigzag, maybe our move down is not over yet. And maybe we're going to do like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but on a higher degree, it's probably going to be into a C leg of an expanded flat starting from this point, and then we can expect some more downward price action in ADA. So what happened? We did get our move down, but we didn't actually before that get this impulse on the upside. However, the general scenario that I expected in Cardano did play out. Now, this move down by itself is not really that important. What is very, very significant for Cardano is actually the thing that happened during this move down. Let's go on H4 time frame. Okay, so as you can see, during this move down, right in here in ADA, we actually took this important low about, let's say, 58.5 cents. Now, why does this matter a lot? Because of this. You see, if you want to argue, for example, we're going to have our final low around here. Let's say this is like a very important support. Then, well, okay, off of the lowest low in this region, you need to be able to find a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave impulsive structure on the upside. This specific example is a normal 5 wave. Rules for it are we should not have overlapping of the waves between wave 2 and 4, and in any kind of 5 wave. This is very important. Wave 3 should not be the smallest wave. This is a big no-no in Elliott waves. And for our sub-waves, you probably know the deal if you are a regular viewer of the main channel. Let's change the colors. Okay, 5 wave up into wave 1, 3, and 5. There we go. And for wave 2 and 4, we can have different possibilities. It doesn't really matter a whole lot from my point of view. Let's say, yeah, sure. ABC into wave 2. Excuse me, something like this, and yep, maybe like a WXY structure into wave 4. Understood? Okay, now let's go on the live chart and see why taking that low in Cardano matters a lot. You see, I think we can all agree that this move on the upside looks a hell of a lot like an impulsive structure. Also, this move up starting from the lowest low about, let's say, 21.5 cents does look very much like an impulse with beautiful and clear subwaves. So on a higher degree, before taking the lows, I was saying in Cardano, we can have a series of 1-2s. You see, this can be starting from here, like a 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5, which on a higher degree, it's gonna be into a wave 3, and then correction for 4, another move up into wave 5. Also, in the short term, the idea in Cardano was that maybe this is also another series of 1-2s, meaning this can be, just take this one, okay, 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5 into a larger degree wave 3, correction for 4, another move up into wave 5. And now that in ADA we took this low, this scenario is actually completely invalidated. And what does it mean? It means in Cardano, more likely than not, we are going to continue our move down in order to take this low for the first target about, let's say, like 51 cents. And in this move down, we haven't taken it. We went extremely close to it, but we haven't taken it. So for me, makes sense to say right now in ADA, we need to be a bit careful and we need to consider different perspective. From an investor point of view, these areas are definitely buying opportunities in hope that we get another beautiful phase of the bull run, which in it, I'm hoping that Cardano is going to set an all-time high and take the highest high somewhere around $3.5. And well, if we're going to do that, your risk to reward ratios in here are insanely good. Why is that? Let's say you want to buy ADA right in here about 60 cents. And as we go lower, you want to do some dollar cost averaging. And your average purchase, let's say it's going to be like somewhere around 55 cents. What's your stop loss? Let's say you want to be extremely conservative and you want to put your stop loss even under this low down here about let's say like 7.5 cents. That means you're gonna have about like a 50 cents stop loss. Now, question, what's your target? Well, okay, let's say you want to be also conservative in that area and you just want to consider the all-time high around $3 as your likely target, and that means you're having about a $2.5 stop loss, and your risk reward ratio in this investment is about 1 to 5. And I don't know about you guys, for me this is absolutely fantastic. So from an investor point of view, these areas are buying opportunities, and you shouldn't really care whether we're going to go lower or maybe from here we're going to get a very strong bounce back. Your name of the game, if you're an investor, is dollar cost averaging. However, from a trader point of view, the story is way different. You need to wait a bit more and see ADA taking this low, and then if we identify the right structures in here, meaning a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave impulsive structure up, okay, you know what, at that point, fair enough, we can be a bit more optimistic. But again, even after completing this impulse, we need to wait a bit more and see some sort of a pullback, a slow and choppy move on the downside, and right in here can be a long opportunity for us. So from a trader point of view, right now we should be a bit more patient and also a bit more careful. From an investor point of view, these areas generally are beautiful buying opportunities. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in ADA's price chart. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.